as fuck. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? All right. Yeah, that's it. Good. What up, animal expert? What up? What up? All right. So, anyway, yeah, guys. So, I figured I would show y'all how to set up a Home Depot tub for snakes and show you what snake pellets I use. What up, dysfunction? So, any fucking way, we're gonna set up this Home Depot tub, and then we're gonna put a big fat rattlesnake in there. We're gonna put a big fat rattlesnake in it. Let's see here. But anyway, in case anybody wondered, like, you know, because I've had many people ask me, you know, what do I use for substrate for the reptiles? And this is what I use right here. It's called No Float Cypress Blend Mulch. It's about $4 a bag at Lowe's or Home Depot, either one. Been using it for many years. I know there was some back and forth about a year ago with some of the YouTube keepers, you know, saying that they changed something in it and blah, blah, blah. But I haven't found anything different about it. It's been treating me right for a very long time. Pooping with a rattler right in front of you. Yeah. Just a tidbit unnerving. But yeah, guys, anyway, no float cypress blend mulch. Simple, straightforward. You can actually get a cypress blend reptile substrate at the pet store, and if you check the manufacturer out, it's actually the same manufacturer that makes this. So I'll guarantee you it comes off the same exact line and everything. It's just packaged, one for reptiles and one for your flower beds. You use the snake to literally scare the crap out of you? Yes, that's how I do it. But anyway, I will move this. Well, there's a few more people coming, so I'm going to wait until a few more people come in, just in case anybody wants to know, you know, what this is and whatnot. So, but again, as I've already said, for anybody new that's in here, is this is what I use for substrate. What up, JT Tom? Plenty of accusations out there, huh? But anyway, this is what I use. It's just cypress blend mulch. Pick it up Home Depot or Lowe's, either one. It's about $3 and change bag, so let's just say $4 a bag. I've been using it for a long time, all the way since back when I started breeding Burmese pythons. What up, Patrick? And never had a problem. Like I say, there was some controversy about a year ago here on YouTube, you know, about the no float, you know, oh, they've changed something in their, you know, mix, blah, blah, blah. I've not seen any issues at all. Not the first issue with it. So I think it's still a very safe, effective product for a very, very reasonable price. if anybody has not hit that like button yet, please do so. It looks like we have about 5 people in here that haven't hit the like button yet. Even if you're not going to stay long, can you please smash that like button? Let's help get this out there to a bigger audience. I really appreciate it. But I'm going to go ahead and finish setting up this Home Depot tub, and then we are going to put a rattlesnake in it. So let me get the no float mulch out the way. Okay. As you see, we've already got the Home Depot tub loaded up with mulch. We're just going to rake it out and get her leveled out here. And another thing y'all want to do with your tub, you know, if you can get a clear tub, that's the best way to go, so you can see the animal in there before you ever open it. Now, you can use a solid colored tub. That's fine. It won't hurt a thing, and they're much cheaper. But Mr. Snitch is doing good, Cayman. Thanks for asking. But, yeah, everybody has a Luna. So anyway, but when you do buy the tubs, one major thing you want to do is you want to put a whole bunch of holes in it. Put a bunch of holes in there. That way it gets plenty of airflow. That's the big concern with using a Rubbermaid tub. Making sure you have plenty of airflow. But we have got plenty of airflow in ours now, so I can't see Zom. Saw him when I first came to this channel, but not since. Zom is in here. He hasn't commented in a few minutes now, so maybe that's why you're not seeing him, but he said, "What's up?" Zom's a little shifty. You don't know about that guy, you know. He's a weirdo. Anyway, let me get a snake here. I guess we'll start with the smaller of the two rattlesnakes that I intend to put in here. So let me get the hook. We'll get a hook and a tongue. I don't know what way she plans to fly up out of this tub, so I got to be careful. There she is. Hey, big girl. Hey, big girl. There we go. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Come on, down in there. There you go. And then, guys, here's, excuse me, ma'am. Hey. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me. Hey. Excuse me. You need to stay in here. Hey. But, anyway, here's another thing that you do when you have a larger snake. I'm showing you these things because it's an affordable way to house a reptile, but like you buy these large things at the Dollar Tree here and then just cut an opening in the front and you got yourself a large hide. Come on, man. Come on. Put me in a butthole. No. Hey. Fine, put your head out there a minute so I can get your hide in here. There you go. All right, now, get back in here. Come on. Come on, get back in here. No. No, ma'am. Hey. No, ma'am. Hey. No, ma'am. No freaking ma'am. You know what? I'm going to put this up back there so you can't do this shit. Stop it. There. Now, what are you going to do? All right, now, what up, Ricky Bobby? If you ain't first, you're last, huh? Oh, yeah, she likes to run. She's a runner for sure. She's a young Eastern Diamondback. I mean, she's not super young, but she's not real old either. She's a couple, about 2 years, I think. Yes, you can put holes in the sides of the tub, and I will show you. I actually do that. Hang on, she's taking a defensive pose here. Give me just a second. But here, actually in the side of your tub, yes, I put holes in the sides like this. That way it gets a cross flow of air. So yeah, I have not done so in the new tub yet. This tub is just much larger. That's why I decided to go with this. Now, and again, even with this will not be a permanent enclosure for my reptile, which it is okay to use it as a permanent enclosure. Not a problem at all. But, it's to each their own on that, I have used, plastic tubs for permanent enclosures in the past. When I got into the hobby, that's the only thing I could afford was the Rubbermaid tubs. So I used them quite frequently back then. Yeah, guys, anybody here, please smash that thumbs up button. But I have got to give her some water. And now when you clean your enclosures, it's okay to spot clean, but you do need to change substrate. I'll tell y'all straight up, I change substrate once a month, but I spot clean once a week or as needed if they decide to take a dump sooner. But I'll spot clean. Now, if you are just getting into venomous with elapids, like mambas, cobras, all that kind of thing, you're okay to just reach in and grab a handful of poop and throw it away. But with pit vipers like rattlesnakes, insularis, any type of viper, you do not want to just use your bare hands reaching in and grabbing a hold of that snake's poop, because they do shed their fangs, and oftentimes you will find fangs in the poop. And just because the fang is not in the snake's mouth does not mean you cannot get envenomated. You can most certainly be envenomated from a loose fang. It's not so much that they keep it in there, but yes, there is a little bit of venom in their fangs whenever they're laying there. And even when the venom is dry, if it dries up, it is still very much, toxic. All right, girl, let me get your water bowl down in there for you. Let's try not to spill it everywhere. Ah, fuck. Yeah, exactly what I just did is what I wanted to avoid. But since I didn't avoid it, it'll be okay. Not a big deal. They need a little bit of moisture anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I like to put the water bowl somewhere between the warm side and the cool side. I don't know why I like to do that, but that's just how I've always done it. So that's how I'm going to continue to do it. And But anyway, there's a bunch of water on top of her hide now. So let me dump the water off the roof of her hide. There we go. She'll be just fine. All right, girl. Sorry about that. Let's stir the wet bedding down in. There we go. Yeah, I know reptile dysfunction, but I just didn't this time. So, but you're right. I definitely agree with you to put it in and then fill it. Now, when I'm back out there at home, I would do this completely different. I have a container there at the house that I actually put the snakes in while I'm servicing their enclosure, because you should not even be servicing a venomous animal's enclosure with the animal in the enclosure. That's, one of the number one stupid things to do. I am still down in North Myrtle Beach right now, buddy. I've been down here for about 2 months or so now, doing some remodeling work, putting a roof on, and ended up remodeling one of the whole apartments. True or false? You can drink venom, and as long as you don't have a cut in your mouth or anywhere in the digestive system, you'll be fine. Absolutely true. 100% true. You can drink the venom and it will not hurt you. And like you say, unless you have a cut, an ulcer, or something like that, you would be perfectly fine. The venom must get into your, into your tissue or blood to affect you. Yes. There you go. She's going right into her hide already. See? That's one nice thing with, a reptile, especially, snakes I have found. My monitors are a little bit different. My monitors are kind of picky about everything. But I have noticed with the venomous snakes, whenever you switch enclosures, as long as you keep the same hide, the same water dishes, all the same, let's say, appliances, for lack of better words, or decor, they adapt right away, very readily, quickly. But if you just give them a new enclosure, new hide, new everything, then they're kind of uneasy for a little while. But hey, guys, thanks for stopping in. If there's anybody here that has not yet hit that like button, can you please help us out and give us a thumbs up? We really appreciate it. There you go, Bobby Joe. Zombula wants to chat with you. He's starting to lighten up a little bit. I told you he was just shy. He's a good guy. He's just very shy. Luna's chalky now. What up, Keon? What up? What up? Franken beans, some shed of Franken beans. Yeah, that Just Ashley, she's a fat little turd. Oh, cocky. Luna's a little cocky. Why, is Luna striking and stuff at you now? But we have to do another one of these enclosures, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one up since she went in her hide. We're going to let her take it easy since she's in a new enclosure. We don't want to stress her out too much. So we will close her up. We'll get out another one. Same thing. Alright, I got to move y'all for a moment while I fight this out of here and get another one in place. Let's see here. I guess while I get the next one set up and ready, we can let you take a peek at Luna. Some of it. Okay. So there's that. So now that you get another one ready, now for putting the holes in the lid, if you have never drilled a plastic tub before, I would advise practicing on an old tub or something first, because it is very, very easy to break them. Drilling them. So it's either that or use a soldering iron to melt the holes in the tub rather than drilling them. But if you've drilled one before, you know not to put a lot of pressure, and then just but that's it. Put you a bunch of holes in it, and then you take it and you dump it on the floor. And after you dump it on the floor, you just pay Queertus to clean it up. So it's pretty simple. And then you get take your cypress mulch once again. Yeah, I know you was talking about Zombula Bobby Joe. That's cool. Hell yeah. What's up, Ghost Gun? But anyway, same thing as the last time. We get her up there. We take our cypress mulch. Put a liberal amount in there. With my venomous snakes, buddy, the only thing I do is ambient air, man. I keep the ambient temperatures up. For a very select few, I give them heat tape. Very select few. Doing anything on the live tonight? You mean like this channel or the other channel? Patrick, yes, for some snakes you can. Not all snakes, but some of them, absolutely. Like example, these eastern diamondbacks, they would love it. You know, they are actually found in the longleaf pine areas. Oh, okay. Yes, I do have a Queertus attack planned a little later on. Yes. And once again, guys, we take our Dollar Tree container, we cut us a rounded opening in there as a big giant hide box for a large pit viper. We put that in. We get a water bowl. Hey, Ghost Gun, I'm not so sure that Sue knows who you are. I know it, Tom. I can't help myself, though. I need a water bowl. Let me find a water bowl. All right, so we got the Queertus cleaning a water bowl for us here. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Bubba? Actually, you know what? I think we're going to put No, it's not the new snake, Dave. I'm actually going to change plans on what snake I was going to put in here. I am going to put Bill in. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to put Bill in there. Let's leave Bill where he's at. We'll go ahead and put the other Eastern Diamondback in here. What's up, big guy? What's up, big guy? What's up, big dude? What's up, big guy? I got you. All right, big guy. Hi, cool. All right. Guys, have y'all ever heard that saying, "I'm not gay, my boyfriend is"? You've never heard that one? Well, I've heard that one. And the thing about that is that's usually, I think, a closeted queer's way of hiding that he's a queer. But where I was going with this is I can actually say that in real life. I'm not gay, but my friend is. And, you know, it's pretty nice to have a queer around because, like, when you need to clean a water bowl, you get a water bowl cleaned. You need to sweep up, you know, plastic from drilling tote lids, you get this plastic swept up. You know, it's just an all around good time. You got somebody to fuck with on a daily basis. Like, you know, it's just, it's great. It's great. Well, Tom, only when I look at you. All right. So let me move this big feller over. He's probably going to give me some trouble about it, but we'll see. Hey, big guy. You. Big guy. Hey. Come on, big guy. Hey. Come on, big guy. Come on. There you go. No, you stay in there. Stay. No, you stay in there. No, sir. Hey. Excuse me, sir. Hey. Excuse me, sir. You no. Hey. Excuse me. Hey. Hey, big sir. Oh, you fell. You crashed. Hey. Excuse me, sir. Hey. Excuse me, sir. No. Excuse me, sir. Hey. No. All right, so let's close him up real quick because he's going to try to There you go. Okay. Now, we will get this stuff out the way and we will find another one. But in the meantime, let's look at Bob. Bob wants some attention. Or actually, here, I got a better idea. Let's see. Hey, Dick. Hey, Dick. Actually, we can look at Dick. Let's just look at Dick for a couple of minutes while I move this stuff around. All right, now let me get these two out the way. Come on, you prick. Stay right there. Okay. Now, what's up, big guy? Big guy. Bro, you're a heavy fucker. Damn it, man. Okay, brother. There you go. There you go, dude. What do you think? Huh? Yeah, that's what I think, too. That's exactly what I think. Okay, let's see. Sorry, guys. Let me pull this up on my phone so I can see your comments while I'm moving shit. Whew. But this guy is a prairie rattlesnake, Crotalus viridis. Oh, fuck right off. Fuck right off. There we go. That is a prairie dysfunction. That is a prairie. What up, Ellie Cannon? I have no clue what kind of snake that is, but it's a viper. Yeah, you were right on the viper. My fish was fresh fried. Bobby Joe. Looks like a prairie. Yes, yes, yes. TV dinner. Western Diamondback. No Keon. Okay. How long do the snakes usually live? About the one we're looking at now, you know, probably about 20 years. It's such a gay feeling to have a friendly queer. Yes, it is. It is a very gay feeling. You are correct. The one in your short is huge. Oh, you were talking to. I got you. I see. I see. Okay. Now we got to get her big butt. Guys, I about had a freaking heart attack last night because I tried to feed Bill, the big old gaboon viper, and he refused to eat. And my man never refuses to eat, but we figured it out. It's because it was only 4 days ago that he ate. And I about had a heart attack over it. There we go. Okay. Tom, they quit saying that shit, you know, after they think they have you, you know. They don't have to boost your ego anymore after a while. All right, next. Okay. Now, we take another Home Depot tub and we put some more no float mulch in it. Spread the mulch out a little bit. Okay. Now, we get our next big old fat guy here. Come here, big guy. I know I'm gonna piss you off tonight. I know, dude. I already know all about it. I already know all the freak about it, Bubba. Okay. So, okay. One thing is you want to make sure that you get tubs that are big enough that it's a struggle to move with. Whew. Bill. Bill. Little Bill. There's little Bill. What up, little Bill? Hi, little Bill. Hey, Bubba. Hey. It's okay, little Bill. Hey. It's all right, little Bill. Hey, come here. Come here, big guy. Hey. There you go, big guy. There you go. All right. get some stuff out of the way and we'll get the camera moved. I still have 2 more to put together. This is what I'm working on All right, let me get the camera. Okay, here's the camera. Let's see. All right, big guy. Oh, I know, Bill. I know, Bubba. Tell me all about it. Tell me all about it. Yes, I know, buddy. I know. Damn asshole, huh? I'm a damn asshole, Bill. I know. That's why I don't have no friends. I know, buddy. I hear you. There we go. I can stay at the beach house forever? What the fuck are you running your cock holster about? Yeah, Sue got me in trouble telling me about snakes that weren't even on my radar. Fuck. It's all fun and games until y'all read about me in the paper. Man's old lady cut his wang off and threw it in the middle of the road, just like Lorena Bobbitt. We've got a copycat. It is a male. Yeah, Ghost Gun, you're right. It wouldn't be a lot, I mean, but even when you lose that 2 inches, that's a big fucking loss to a guy like me. You see that, Sue? Old Bill is back to his spunky old self again. Just throwing a little bit of a fit last night. He didn't want to be messed with. What up, Armando? So, Ghost Gun, I heard you're part of the bully stream. Oh, shit. No, the bully strike team. Oh, Jay said that you, Luna Blue, and K Andy and him are the I forget the exact word he used, but something like, you know, the bully stopper team, you know, something along those lines. You're part of the bully strike team. The bullies. Yeah, basically that, the anti-bullying task force, something like that. From Rara. Thank you. Extra, extra, read all about it. Damn Snake Boy ain't worth a damn, is he? I wouldn't mess around. The E2 army is ready. Well, I'm not gonna mess around. I don't want the E2 army on my ass. That's for sure. But that's snakes have one lung, buddy. One lung. Hey Zom, can you tell us what ICAC is? Chromos activated. Calling all chromosomes. Calling all chromosomes. Oh, internet crimes against children. I got you. What up, Patrick? Yeah, Bill has a very unique pattern. Gaboon vipers are among the prettiest vipers in the world. They are also record setters. They have the largest venom yield of any venomous snake on the planet. They have the largest fangs of any venomous snake on the planet. And they are arguably the fastest striking snake of any snake on the planet. Now, some argue that the death adder has a faster strike, and that very well could be. This specific one, Armando, is West Africa. I'll tell you what, Patrick. Whenever we go live over there, we will take a poll and we will abide by the poll. Whoever thinks they should have wrenches, if everybody votes yes, we should have wrenches, we will do it. If they vote we should not have wrenches, we will not do it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. It's a section of law enforcement that investigations are focused on people like Jason. Oh, okay. I got you, Zom. I wasn't sure what that was. That's why I asked. That's why I asked. Dysfunction, there's really no significance. Really none at all. But, it does prevent you from getting blocked. When you have a wrench, you can't be blocked unless you get your wrench taken and then blocked. So it's just kind of an extra layer of protection. Well, thanks, Armando. I appreciate that. I really do, for real. Hey, I've tried to be friends with everybody who has come in here, There has been a few of them that dislike me, but here, let me whisper this so they don't hear me. But fuck them. Sure, I could boop him. Here, I'll do it right now. Ready? Here, I'll boop him. See? There, I booped him. Mm-hmm. Cayman, actually, you probably really could do it with your finger because they're so docile, but I wouldn't recommend it, nor would I try it. Oh, yeah, dysfunction. That's for fucking sure. Ay, fucking yay. I think Bill needs a fern. What do y'all think? Y'all think Bill needs a fern? I think Bill needs a fern. What do you think? Yeah? Yeah? All right, we'll give Bill a fern. Fuck it. Let's give Bill a fern. Bill. Let's bend this piece right, yeah. We're going.
You need that big clear one back tonight.
Hey, use that towel instead of that new one. Yeah, right there. Yep. All right. All right, Bill. Let's get your fern in place, buddy. All right, here we go. I know, Bill. I know, Bubba. I know, dude. I should have done it before I put you in there. I know. But Bill just got an upgrade. Bill got an upgrade. They kind of like ferns because they can hide their head underneath them and stuff. Makes them feel a little bit safer. Much gooder. Much gooder. Come on, guys. Anybody in here that hadn't hit that like button, come on, let's smash that thumbs up. Now, Armando, you don't need no hair for a perm. I just bought a damn electric blanket. I just bought it to put underneath all these snaky cages. Oh, Bill, what do you think, dude? What else do you need, Bubba? What else do you need, big guy? You don't really need a water bowl because you get soaked once a week. I don't have a good one right now for you, so I reckon, Bill, we will just wait on the water bowl for the night. What do you think, Bubba? Yeah? Okay. Yes, I'm in the storm's path, is what they tell me. Baja California. I'm not sure where that's at. Is that north or south, Cali? It's all right, Bill. It's all right, big guy. Okay. It's okay, big guy. Northern California. I would say you have the Northern Pacific rattlesnake. You probably have the Crotalus ruber, which would be the red diamond. And I guess potentially you have the Crotalus viridis, which is the prairie rattlesnake. I'm not 100% certain on the prairie, but you could have it there, I would think. It's a pretty little fella. That's a pretty little fella. All right, William, let me put you back, and then we will get your woman. Guys, this new monocle cobra keeps bull wrapping. Here, I'm going to show you something. When y'all have a snake that keeps wrapping around the bull, it is called cool seeking, and they will do this whenever they are getting ready to breed. So that girl is ready to put in some work. I wish that I had a leucistic male that was guaranteed old enough and big enough to breed with her. I do have a leucistic male that's an adult, but I just don't know that he's quite ready. I expected him to be ready by next year, but I don't know. So if anybody can track down a adult leucistic monocle cobra, I'd be interested in purchasing it. Some call a doctor. What? Okay, let me move this out the road. Okay. You fucking trolls get me sometimes. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Birch. Birthing pains. All right, William, come on. Oh, Jesus Christ, Bill, you're fucking heavy, dude. Oh, my God. There you go, Bubba. Smokes, buddy. There you go, Bill. Okay. Okay. Now, let me move these dangerous lizards out of my way. Oh, shit. Move these highly venomous lizards. There we go. Booyah. Black Lions live. Fuck. Who's paying the $500? But actually, you know, that's funny because I was literally thinking earlier, if the live streams ever grow to enough people, I would like to do that kind of thing. I would like to put on streams all week long, and then at the end of the week, kind of do a question and answer thing, and whoever wins would win a prize. You know, probably a cash prize. Hi, Miss Bertha. Hello, Miss Bertha. Okay, I got to get your tub first, girl. Hold on, girl. Well, we got to drill some holes quick. Let's drill some holes. What's up, Bobby Joe? What's your question? Now Bill can't be the prize. Art, you're such a goddamn faggot, dude. Now, take our no float mulch, fill our tub. Man, old Metalhead never answered my question, did he? What the fuck? William and Bertha. William and Bertha. This temporary holding receptacle. All right, guys. So let me get get her into a temporary holding receptacle, and I'll get the camera moved for you. Oh, I know, tough girl. I know. I already know. Yeah, I already know you're big and tough.
What's in that basket right
I already know. Do what?
there? You still doing that basket?
I don't know. But you're going to have to wait just a minute with whatever it is you're wanting. God, girl, come on. Right around. Jesus fucking Christ. That's a lot of fucking snake.
Yes, it is.
Oh, fuck. My God, girl. There's a bunch of shit in that basket. Why?
Okay, I think your shorts just fell over in there, but I thought something stuck its head up out of there. I thought it was a big bin. I think it was your shorts falling over.
Yeah, had to be. 1 second, and I'll have this shit hurry out the way. All right, fuck. Here we go. Let me get this fucking thing here.
Did you need this one back tonight too?
Yeah,
Okay.
all the big ones. Yep.
I'm sure I was going to force you to do it.
All right, here we go. Yep. Come on, you bitch. Okay. Here we go. Go ahead and pull that up. All right, giant girl. All right, come on, giant girl. You want out of there? I know you do. Come here. Come here, giant girl. Hey, come here. Come here. Come on, Bertha. Come on, girl. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. That snake looks small on camera, guys, but I promise you that snake is not small. That snake is a giant. She is not small. She's about 6.5 feet long. She weighs over 37 fucking pounds. Oh, big girl, you want a fern? Do we got to give you a fern? All right, let me get you a fern. You want a fern, Vern? Yeah, let's get you a fern, Vern. Come on, Vern. Here we go. Let's bend them all out here. Get you a fern, Vern. Here. Get you a fern, Vern. There you go, Bertha. I'm getting it, girl. Come on. I'm almost done. Almost done, girl. Almost. All right, here we go, girl. Here we go, girl. Here we go, big girl. There we go, big girl. There you go. There you go. There you go. Now, how do you like that, girl? How do you like that? Yeah. Pretty nice, huh, Tubby? What do you think, Tubby? There you go, Bill. You can see now, dude. And now the big rattlesnakes, the 2 big gaboons. Now we got to move a Nodrogeniensis. That's going to be fun. It never goes well. Never. Well, you know, when I moving him the very first time went okay.
Yeah.
The very first time, but any other time ever, it's been a disaster. But yeah. What up, Scott? There's Wits. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, please. Help a chromosome out and hit that like button. Help the snake boy out. He really needs them likes. He really needs them likes. Nobody likes them in person. At least they can do is like them on the internet. Okay. Is it this one, this clear one here? Is this the shit one?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, the only thing we're gonna do now is a Nodrogeniensis. I want to figure out how to do it. Like I say, I think just cooking his ass. I mean, he's probably gonna freak no matter what. this way. Slide the smaller one in, crack the lid on the small one, and like basically like this. Basically like this.
Right.
Have the lid slid down on this one, slide the lid off on that one where he'll crawl up into this one, and then try to sort of jerk that one back, slam the lid down on that one.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
Try that. You get a tub that size. A small tub.
He's in more than that, about like this. About like that. I don't know, I'll think about this for a little bit. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, the snake boy's putting his life on the line here, guys. Bertha, where you at? You're still in your cage? Good girl. Good girl, Bertha. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, she is pretty. She's a West African gaboon viper. Yes, sir. She is about 6.5 feet long. She weighs over 37 pounds. They are the heaviest snake on the planet, or well, venomous snake on the planet. And they have the longest fangs of any venomous snake on the planet. They have the largest venom yield of any venomous snake on the planet. And they possibly are the fastest striking snake of any venomous snake on the planet. However, the death adder is pretty fast, so the death adder may have this snake beat for fastest. But it is pretty darn close. Yes, some gaboons get that long, buddy. Not many, but some do. Yes, highly venomous. This snake right here, let's say if it was to bite me and I got, immediate medical attention, I would give myself probably about a 75% chance of survival with about a 90% chance of amputation. So basically the way you get around that is to not get bit. As long as you don't get bit, you don't have to worry about any of that. But the good news is these snakes are very docile. I mean, they're very, very docile snakes. They will put up with a lot of shit before they defend themselves. But as you see, she's got a very large head. A good example here for size, I got to pull the camera back to show you because they do have an impressive strike range. But, this drill battery, this common 20-volt drill battery right here is actually smaller than her head. Her head is larger than that battery. And her body is the thickness of probably 3 to 4 Pepsi cans. And actually, just as an example here, I will show you, and I hope she don't strike at it, but right here, here's a Pepsi can, As you see, her head is actually wider than the Pepsi can. Probably almost twice as wide as the Pepsi can. And as you see, very, very vocal. Yes, and when they crawl, when they slither, they actually crawl in a straight line. It is called rectilinear locomotion. Hopefully queerists don't get the wrong idea about what I just said. But yeah, she crawls in a perfectly straight line just like a caterpillar. I need 2 more likes to hit 20, guys. Anybody help me out there, please? Same exact Zombie, go fuck yourself. Oh, fuck. Sue, just think about queerness and you'll remember it. Rectilinear locomotion. Straight up the ass, like, and you'll remember it. Rectilinear movement, locomotion, rectilinear locomotion. I actually just watched a video earlier about a fucking dude that snorted 6 grams and drank a bottle of liquor on live stream because people were paying him to do it, and he didn't make it through. Yeah, Zombie, anytime you can chat with Bobby Joe. What's up, big dude? What up, big girl? Are you bull rapping? Are you seeking cold? Yeah. I think you need a boy. We need to find you a boy. So, the Nodriginiensis is the next one. He's going to be fun, guys. This one forest cobra I have, the damn black forest cobra, he's about 9 feet, maybe a little over. He's the largest true cobra species on the planet. But every time I take him out of his enclosure, it becomes a fiasco. Every freaking time. He's a runner. He likes to run and get up underneath shit and hide. And, the one time he got away from me, it took me all day long to get him out from underneath the building he went under. And I ended up going to jail later on with my dirty, stinky shirt on. And I got made fun of on the internet for having a dirty shirt. They picked on me. They made fun of me. They made fun of me. They're just freaking bullies. They picked all over me. Damn it, man. All right, pretty girl. So now, let's see here. Are you going to behave yourself if I move you, dude? Are you going to behave yourself, or what's going to happen if I try to move you? Are you going to be respectable or not? Let me move this rattlesnake out of my way a minute. Come here, you little rattlesnake. Buzz, 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 buzz. You're so scary. You're such a scary rattlesnake. Such a scary rattlesnake. Ooh. So scary. Scary Gary. You're scary Gary. Mamma mia. What's up, Bubba? What's up, Bubba? Yeah, next time I'm going to have to wear my best. Because I got picked on and it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings bad, guys. Very, very bad. I really, it upset me. I just don't think I can deal with the mental anguish again. What the fuck was that? Oh, okay. That's what I get for being cocky, huh? That's what I get for being cocky, isn't it? Calling you a scary Gary. Yeah. Scary Gary. Yeah, Zombula's still here, Bobby Joe. He's still here. He's thinking of what else to say to you. He's very shy. Bobby Joe, can he get your, do you have Snapchat? Can he get your Snapchat? If it doesn't work out between Zombula and Bobby Joe, I think we're going to get him hooked up with Sunshine. So the next time Sunshine comes in, I'm going to tell her about Zom because he's cute and I think she'd really like him too. And Sue, you know Sunshine's not quite as shy. Oh, fuck. All right. Well, guys, I guess. Poor Trey, I know it. I know it, man. Jesus. Trey took a beating on that one. That's probably what caused the man's seizures. Dysfunction, you're so full of shit. Maybe 9 inches of snow. Yes, she does. Man, just cold. But sheep shit, guys. We got 21 likes. What up, do not operator? No, you don't, ma'am. You stay in there. You don't put that fat head out here. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Because he's my ex-husband and he's a great boy. We just found out we was cousins and he needs a good woman. Oh, fuck. Fucking sickos. All right. Okay, there's that big girl. Now, let's get y'all looking at something here while I get the next thing ready. What do we want to look at? Hey, Puff. Here, let's fake Puff. There you go, guys. You can look at fake Puff while we do this. Fake Puff's lips are finally healing. Finally healing up. She had, in the summertime, I have outdoor enclosures, and the glass in the door got busted. So I put some of that hardware cloth, it's that tire stuff with little, 1/2-inch holes. And I put that on the door, and she was rubbing her freaking mouth on there and tore her mouth all up, as you can see right there in the very front. But it's healed up good. It just got some scarring now. It looks a little weird, like she has lipstick on. But her real name isn't Puff. Her real name is Lula. But a couple of the troll fans, call her Puff now and then. Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea. Zombula must not have been here for that comment. What's up, fake Puff? Oh, Zombula, what up? What up, bruh? What is up, homie? Homie? What up, bruh? Ugh. go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. That's heavy. He's skiing right now, Patrick. He's skiing. He's skiing. Yep. This bedding from Bertha is not old. I just put her in that. Right. And I know she's okay, so I can just use that for him. Okay. It's not enough. I might go get more. She hasn't went to the bathroom.
We'll get that one back tonight.
Yeah.
They are.
All the big ones, yeah.
That.
All the big ones I need. Let's see here. I see if I put one of these bowls in here for water. And then a water, well, it will water bowl. Well, fucking, he ain't getting the hide because he gets in the water to hide. I hate to do this because it's going to make me short. All right, guys, I'll be right back with you in just a few minutes. I'm just transferring this forest cobra from one cage to the other. Can't be worrying about a camera while I do it. Get him a fern. Fern. Right there, guys. Be right here. All right. One Nodriguiensis safely contained. I am going to go grab him, and then we'll take a look at him. All right, Bubba. Okay. All right, guys. So I know everybody has fell off. That's fine, but for the couple of y'all still here, I will show you what the black forest cobra looks like. This is Nodriguiensis. Hey, Bubba. You see him starting to hood up a little bit there. It's a new enclosure, so he's going to push and dig and stuff a little bit. But this guy here is 9 foot long, a little over 9 foot. As you see, he goes all the way down, wraps back around again, and up here. So he's a very, very large cobra. This is the largest true cobra species on the planet. This is one of the most dangerous snakes on the planet. I would probably put it at not most toxic, but I would probably put it at yes, he's an adult, Sue. Yes. I would probably put him at, probably number 1 or number 2 for the most dangerous snake on the planet. And it's just because of, his venom is very, very toxic. And also he is a very athletic snake. Just ridiculously athletic. That snake, you cannot keep a hold of that snake with tongs. It is not safe to work with that snake with a hook. That snake could be way out in front of you on a hook, and he can fling himself, back at you. Obviously, they cannot bend backwards because they have vertebrae, but he can fling himself around back to you. So pretty much if that snake was to bite me, I would have probably about 30 minutes to call my family, my kids and everybody, let them know I love them, and hope for the best after that. With modern medical care, there's a chance of survival, but I think the chances of survival is rather low with this guy. But to give you an idea of his size, these containers, as you can see, they're those very, very long ones. They are the 57-gallon tough totes, so they're very, very big. These are the smaller ones that are, usually about $15 in the stores. These ones here are more than double the size. They're more than double the length of these ones. So, and now, like I say, you see the snake's tail there, and then he is, you know, curled around the fern and stuff. And then he's on up there going and stuff. You know, he is every bit of 9 foot long, probably a little over 9 feet. But, and to be honest with you, I have a healthy fear. Oh, shit. I have got a healthy fear of venomous reptiles, but I am not afraid to work with any of them. But this particular snake, I do have a fear of this particular snake and the West African green mamba. Now, my East African and my black mamba, I'm not afraid of them at all. But the West African and this Naja guineensis, I am very fucking nervous with those two always. And yeah, I might be a big chicken, but I'm fucking nervous with them two. You are too, you little bitch. You're over there fucking like stretching and shit to try to put a lid on.
If they fall in line,
So, yeah, anyway. Let me pull up the comments here so I can read them. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sweating like a whore in church. I'm sweating like art in church. Hell yeah. Sue, I don't handle this snake. The only time this snake gets any handling at all is whenever he needs his enclosure cleaned, or if he needs to switch enclosures or something like that, or needs new water. But other than that, I do not handle this guy. When I do need to clean his enclosure or give water, basically it's a shit show every single time. I basically just take the tongs and a hook and I pull him up out of there. He'll usually run and go underneath something. I will let him hang out underneath whatever the hell he put himself under until I get his enclosure cleaned and watered and stuff. And then we will, you know, grab him with the tongs, hurry up, shove him into the enclosure, and usually Art's there to slam the lid on it for me. So. But whenever we get to the new building with him, he's going to have an enclosure that's very, very large, with a tree in it and stuff, a big branchy tree and everything. And I won't have to worry about it, you know, anymore because it's going to be bioactive, number one. And then number two, he is going to have a transport box in there. So I will wait for him to go into his hide, and there will be a little flap on the hide door like some of my other monocles, but only a larger hide. So when he goes in there, I just shut the flap real quick on it, and now he's trapped in the transport box for me to do what I need to do. It is a challenge. It certainly is. All right, Bobby Joe. It's time to cut it out for the night for the chatting. We're going to call it a night soon, so we are going to stop chatting for the night and come back tomorrow and chat with everybody again. So have a good night, Bobby Joe. What's up, Luna? What's up, girl? What you doing, pretty girl? All right. Tomorrow I gotta pick up another clear container and then we gotta move the mamba.
Okay.
Yeah. So be careful, but sit them one out there too. Yeah. I got some pants full of wood.
Yeah.
Hey, pretty girl. Hey. Very fucking much, but it'll help. Okay. The fuck I keep bending this for? Okay. All right. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, little dude. What's up, little dude? Yeah. Fuck is my phone at? There it is. Okay. Where are we going? Where are we going, Ashley? I'm coming wherever we gotta go. To the beach in Hawaii? Yeah, fuck it, I'll go. I mean, I have Coke on the beach every day here, but we'll go to Hawaii and do it. Fuck it, might as well. Might as well. pre-recorded. I'm on the sailboat. I took my sailboat and I left already. I pre-recorded this message for y'all. What are you doing, bro? Are you stuck? stirring up trouble? Are you stirring up trouble with Luna? Luna will eat your little butt. Luna will get you. Absolutely. Yep, Cash App is better than YouTube anyway. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, if anybody chooses to donate towards a new snake fund, right there's the Cash App. I don't know what kind of snake it is we're gonna buy yet. I want to look for a leucistic male, an adult leucistic male. So I think mine's still a little too young to breed, but we're gonna see what we can find. bitch. You broke bitch. Fuck what you said, it don't mean shit now. Fuck the presents, might as well throw them out. Fuck all those kisses, they didn't mean jack. Fuck you, you hoe, I don't want you back. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's all right. I've been saving up my dollars. I've been saving up my dollars for a rainy day, so I can put it towards the snake fund. I don't even know how much I've got, but I got an envelope here stuffed full of dollars. I guess we could let's take a quick look and see. Take a quick look, see what I can find. See how much dollars we got. Hell yeah, that's what matters. But this is the snake fund. So I don't know what's there because this is a secret stash that the warden doesn't know about. So whenever I buy a snake with this, I will not get in because she'll have no fucking clue. I just been taking money whenever it's in my pocket at the end of the day and I throw it in this envelope. So we gonna get us some new fucking shiny brand damn spanking new shiny fucking snakes. We need to get a friend for Bob. Bob, do you need a buddy? Yeah, you need a buddy. How about you? Do you need a buddy? Yeah, I think you need a friend. Did you say friend? Yes, I said friend. Oh no, she's not on here. I hear her downstairs running the vacuum cleaner. So there ain't no fucking way she knows. You need a friend? No. Look, guys, look. I only get caught when I want to get caught. I don't get caught. I don't get caught whenever I really want to keep it a secret. She does now. That chat? Yes, I got that chat. The she does now chat. And then the one before that was the yes, you get it all. But, well then no, I did not get another chat. If it's another chat, let me see if it's the other chat though. Let me see. Yes, I got your chat. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You didn't have to do that, though. You already bought the last Cobra for me. But I appreciate it. But let's count and see how much our snake fund is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 20, 40, 60, 80, 41, 20, 40, 60, 80, 42, 20, 40, 60, 43, 20, 40, 60, 80, 44, 20, 40, 60, 80, 45, 20, 40, 60, 80, 46, 20, 40, 60, 80, 47, 20, 40, 60, 80, 48, 20, 40, 60, 80, 49, 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40, 60, 80, 51, 20, 40, 60, 80, 52, 20, 40, 60, 80, 53, 20, 40, 60, 80, 54, 20, 40, 60, 80, 55, 20, 40, 60, 80, 56, 57 counting what you did. $57 counting Tom and Sue. What? Yes, you got me in trouble. Yes, you did. Telling me about snakes that I ain't even thinking about. Goddamn right. Hang on. I got someone knocking on the door. Hold on, guys. All right. So anyway, we ought to be able to find us a pretty one for 57. Fucking right. Whoop. Oh. She is a fucking troll. She's a damn troll. She said, you need to get one of these Chinese banded king cobras. And I said, well, let me see what it looks like. And I'll be goddamned if she didn't send me a picture. So she sent me a fucking picture. So what did my influenced ass do? I went on the hunt for a Chinese banded king cobra. And I just so happened to find one. So my impulses would not allow me to say no. So I bought the fucking thing. And then the warden just so happened to be nosy. Yeah, well, that's a good one, Sue, for sure. Well, Tom, no one said I listened to her, but it still ain't no fun, getting in trouble. Yeah, well, me too. Now, to be honest, I did want one of those Cobras anyway. I just had an excuse to actually buy it. And I could be mistaken here, but I think there are 4 different species of king cobras now. And they used to all be one, like they used to all be Ophiophagus hanna, but they have split them up into 4 different species now. And I've already got the Malaysian king. I've got the Indonesian king. Now I've got the Chinese banded. And there's one left for me to get. The only other one is the Luzon king, but I've looked and I just can't seem to find them. Then I've got all 4 species of king. Whoop whoop, whoop whoop. Good night. If the warden says anything to me about tonight's conversation, I'm just going to tell her I did it for the juggalos and the juggalettes, and I hope she likes it. Whoop whoop. Going to bed. You guys are losers. Whoop whoop. Look, if you see me in fucking Alabama tomorrow, you know I fucking whoop whooped her. is if I'm driving a Toyota Matrix instead of an F-250, you know that she took my fucking wallet and truck keys too before I left. Most likely. Now, the next time she gets upset with me for buying a snake, I'm just going to tell her, look, I'm fucking monetized now on YouTube. I have to buy snakes. That's a good idea. Put my wallet in Snitch's cage. Perfect. Awesome. Good idea. Snitch will take care of it. He'll guard it for me. My fucking luck, that little prick would eat it. And then I'll be sitting here for 2 weeks waiting for him to take a dump. Yeah, exactly. Do not respond. Thanks. Appreciate it. Now I'm famous. I am monetized. I'm famous. I'm famous. I'm making money. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. What the hell is the noob thing? Is that what they call a super sticker? So, guys, without saying too much, nah, never mind. Never mind. I'll text you later. That's what I meant. I was just trying to not get it blocked by YouTube for saying it. That's what I meant by a handy. Buzz, 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 buzz. Little tiny buzz-tail rattlesnake. Little tiny scary snake. Oh my goodness, I'm scared. Please, please, please don't rattle with me. Please, little snake. Please, little rattler snake. Please, my little rattler snake. Uh-oh, I'm missing a cobra. Where are you at, dude? Where are you, you little fucker? Are you in here? You gotta be in here. Yeah, you're in there somewhere. Little teeny tiny rattler snake. Perfect. You know, I love these rattlesnakes too. I just wish these rattlesnakes got enormous like an eastern diamondback. I think a rattlesnake that looks like this, you know, the size of an eastern diamondback would be a badass looking snake. Tom, your comment on my short video of the blue insularis, you said that tongue looks like a tail. I don't know if you were joking or not, but that is a mouse tail. Oh, okay, okay, good deal. Whoop, whoop. I figured that's what I thought. I was just making sure, buddy. for sure, Tom. You know, I don't think I can possibly grow my channel to the size that E2's channel was. I mean, his channel was fucking popping. You know, I strive every day to, you know, get better and make it a family around here, but it's tough. I mean, it's tough. Who needs a mate? And is leucistic other colors than albino? Yeah, leucistic just gonna be white. Hey Tom, go fuck yourself. You don't need to be telling the warden to crack down. I already gotta hide money and shit. Not because she wants it, but because she don't want me buying so many damn snakes. See, that's the thing though. When they get older, they want to quit putting out, but they still expect you to follow the same rules as you always did. Now I tell you, from her early to late 40s now, I used to have to beat her off of me with a stick. When she was early to late 40s. One thing that you know of. Oh, he got in trouble for a purchase. Uh-huh. What did you purchase, Mr. Tom? I got you. See, Tom, you can't do that kind of stuff. You should never purchase anything without telling your old lady, bud. You have to. You have to clear it with her. She's your partner. I would never dream of doing something like buying a bike without her permission. Well, it happens. 20K. Yeah, but at least the stuff you bought is kind of useful. The stuff that I purchase, not so much. I mean, it's useful to me, but not to the average person. No, it wasn't. Okay. One time, I was in the truck. It was a Dodge Ram 1500 at the time, and it was my only truck. I had a car too, but I was fucking with the warden one day, and I had one of them paint markers on me. So I wrote for sale, like $7,500 or best offer on the windshield of my fucking truck, and just messing with the old lady. And she said, "You ain't selling that truck." I said, "Yes, the fuck I am." What? Trying to joke around. Well, we went in the house, and I finally eventually told her, "I'm just joking, whatever." Next thing you know, some guy knocks on the door at the fucking house asking to look at the truck. So I went out and I showed him the truck, whatever. He said, "I'll be back later on to get it, blah, blah, blah." So I said, "Yeah, all right, buddy, no problem." And he called me a little later and he said, "I'm going to be there, in about 2 hours." He said, "I live all the way out in Columbia." He said, "But I'm coming, And I said, "Yeah, okay, buddy, no problem." And I didn't think he was going to show up. Well, next thing you know, this fucking guy shows up at my house to buy my truck with cash in his hand. I didn't even really want to sell the truck. The warden was mad at me for that one because I sold the truck. I'll tell you another story here in just a second. Joe. How are you, buddy? Ain't seen you in a little while. I'm glad you stopped, bud. But anyway, the other story is I had told y'all already how I ended up in South Carolina. Well, anyway, so the old lady got a job working for the Salvation Army, and I had rented this barn because I was building utility trailers and selling them. And we went to a yard sale slash estate sale one day. And this woman it was the whole house. I mean, she was letting people go through her whole house and buy whatever, everything in it. So I had made a comment to the woman. I said, how much for everything in the house? And she said, let me have my yard sale first. And she said, and then I'll call you, and let you know how much for everything that's left. So I had agreed. I gave her my phone number. And a little later on that evening, the woman called me and she said, $500, you can have everything in the house. And I said, how about 300? And she said, yeah, okay, I'll take it. And I said, okay, I'll be there in the morning. So I went in the morning and looked. There was so much stuff. I had to go rent the biggest U-Haul truck I could get. So I rented this U-Haul truck, and then I needed a spot to put it. So I found this old barn that was for rent on Cates Bay Highway. So I got a hold of the person with that barn. I rented the barn from her, and I took 3 loads with this biggest U-Haul I could get to that barn and dropped it all off. And anyway, the old lady kept looking at everything, and she said, we need to go through this stuff and then have a yard sale. And I said, yeah, to hell with going through it. We're just going to throw it out there. So I made some tables out of pieces of plywood quick. I put them all up outside, and I just started chucking shit out there for sale. Well, we ended up selling a ton of stuff. But anyway, long story short, this is before we bought our house at the beach or bought the land we have and all of that. And we was renting a place from a guy. And the place was actually this man's sister's place. Well, I rebuilt the transmission on his Jaguar for him. And that was supposed to take care of my rent for 2 months. Well, when it come time for rent to be due, he didn't pay his sister, so she expected me to pay her anyway, even though he was the one handling the rental. Well, I said, no, I'm not going to pay you to get it for her. Well, anyway, she said, well, I'm going to evict you. And I said, well, okay, evict me then. I'm going to leave. So anyway, I went and bought an RV, and me and the warden started staying in the RV, and we were staying at a campground called Pirate Land Campground right on the beach. And after I all right, so anyway, we are back. So anyway, the story I was we got this RV and we were staying on the campground on the beach. And I said, let's quit paying for the campground at the beach. Let's just stay up there at the barn. So we did that. Well, the warden was at work one day, and a guy stopped by the barn to buy some stuff, for my yard sale. Well, he pointed at my camper and he said, is that for sale? And I said, well, yeah, absolutely. And he said, how much? I said, well, it's $10,500. And he said, okay. He said, let me go home and talk with the wife. He said, I'll be back in a little while. So I said, okay, no problem. Well, this son of a bitch comes back and he says, the old lady says I can buy it, but I only have $10,000. Will you accept that? And I said, well, hell yes, I'll accept that. I mean, I only paid fucking $1,800 for this RV. So I ended up selling the RV to him, and I had all of our shit that we owned, besides what was in storage. I took it all out and had it sitting, you know, beside the road at the damn barn when the old lady got off of work. And come home and she said, "Where the hell's the camper?" I said, "I sold that son of a bitch." And she freaked the hell out. But I had told a little white lie. I said, "There's another one right up the road here." And I said, "I already talked to the guy. It runs and drives fine." I said, "It's got a slide out. It's a little bigger, you know, whatever." She said, "All right, let's go." So we went over there, and I kept my fingers and toes crossed the whole freaking way. I knocked on this man's door, and I said, "Well," I said, "the old lady's with me." I said, "We'd like to take another look at this RV." And the guy played along with me. The fucking guy played right along with me, like he had ever talked to me before, like he like this was planned. I couldn't believe it. And he said, "Did you remember to bring a battery with you? Because the battery's going to be dead for starting it up again." And I said, "Oh, son of a bitch, I did forget." I said, "But I'll pull the one out of my damn car." I said, "And we'll get it fired up." And so he said, "All right, no problem." I pulled the battery out the car, put it in, fired this thing up. It ran smooth and everything. And he ended up selling me that damn RV for $2,500. I bought this damn RV that night for $2,500. Went home, put all the shit, you know, went back to the barn, our shit back in it and everything, and you know. Anyway, I mean, it was so crazy. Yes, I sold our fucking house. Like she was having a heart attack. You know, if we actually get to come down there to Alabama, and you know, me and the warden get to meet you too. I mean, she'll vouch for every one of these stories. I mean, I did some stupid shit in my time, but I always came out smelling like fucking roses somehow. Oh yeah, I am one lucky son of a bitch, man. Like, no doubt. No doubt. It's fucking just crazy. Like another thing I done once the other way around was there was a guy back in Pennsylvania that had a Lincoln Mark 8. I always wanted this Lincoln Mark 8 car that he had, and he just never would sell this car to me. And the one day I'm going by the gas station and I see the Mark 8 sitting there, and it's basically sitting on the ground. You know, there's no air in the suspension. So I knew that a line on the air ride or something busted. So I went in the gas station, and his name was Roger. And Roger said to me, he said, "Jesse, do you still want that fucking car?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I want that car." He said, "Well, it's going to the fucking junkyard this afternoon if you don't take it." I said, "Well, what do you want?" He said, "Well, right now the junkyard said they'll give me $500 for it." He said, "If you give me $500, it's yours." So I said, "Yeah, fuck yeah, man." So I give him $500. He give me the damn car. And before I ever left the parking lot there with the car, I took one of my 18 volt at the time. They were those 18 volt batteries for drills. But I took the 18 volt battery and 2 pieces of wire, and I rigged it on the wires onto the battery, and I connected the power to the solenoids on the air ride, and I took the hose off, you know, and I took the air compressor, and I just pumped. I activated the solenoid. I blew air into the damn shocks, you know, the airbags, and let the solenoid off. Pumped all them damn shocks up with air. Never connected the power back up, and that damn thing stayed pumped up for the next couple of years, and we drove that car everywhere. But like my truck right now, actually, my F-250, it's an older one, you know, but it's a 2015 F-250. So I went out to look at a what the hell they call Chevy Avalanche that this guy had. Well, the Avalanche was all ragged out on the inside pretty bad and stuff. And the man had the truck sitting there, and I pointed at the truck and I said, "You want to sell that truck?" And he said, "Well, maybe I'd sell it." He said, "It's not running right now." I said, "Well, can I test drive it?" And he said, "You could try." So I tried to take it for a test drive, and it was running like shit. You know, it was just had no power, gutless as hell. You know, it wouldn't get out of its own way. Well, I went back and I told him, I said, "Yeah, man," I said, "I'd like to buy it." He said, "Well, I don't want to sell it till it's fixed." He said, "I got a mechanic looking at it, blah, blah, blah." I said, "All right, bro." So I said, "Let me know." I said, "Even if the mechanic don't get it, I'll buy the truck." And a couple of days went by and he never said nothing. So I just sent him a text message. I said, "Hey, would you take $7,000 cash for that truck?" And I know that's low as fuck for that truck, you know, but I just figured, whatever, all he's going to do is say no. Well, he said, "Yeah, I'll take it." And I said, "Okay." He said, "Mechanic will be here to fix it tomorrow, and then I'll call you." Okay, well, the next day in the evening rolled around, he still ain't called me. So I hit him up and I said, "Bro," I said, "if your mechanic can't get it, that's fine. I'll take it as is." And so he finally gave in and said, "Okay, yes, come get it." So I went, I paid $7,000 for this truck. I drove it 1 mile down the road to the gas station. I crawled up underneath it, and one of the fucking blue boots for the intercooler was popped off. The hose clamp and everything was popped off. So it was just, it couldn't build any boost. So I pushed that damn intercooler hose up on, cranked the clamp down, fucking ran like a scalded dog. Fucking old ladies over there fucking in the passenger side looking at me like, you know, I can't fucking believe you. I can't believe you just fucking bought this truck like that and you fixed it 1 mile down the road. Like, yeah, of course I did. Like, you know, that's how I've gotten most of the vehicles I had. Yeah. Yeah, just a fucking intercooler boot. That's all it was. But I did that one other time with a Ford Expedition back in the early 2000s. It was actually a 2000 Ford Expedition, and it was like 04 or 05 when I bought this thing. And I could be wrong on the years by a little bit, but I know the thing was 4 to 5 years old when I bought it. And anyway, me and her kept riding by this damn Expedition, and it never moved out of the spot it sat at by the road. And I kept telling her, "I'm going to stop by and offer them scrap value for that thing." And she said, "Well, how much would you offer?" I said, "Well, even if it needs a motor, I'd give them $700 or $1,000 for it." So one day I finally saw a guy outside, and I pulled up and I said, "Hey, you want to sell that thing?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "Give me $700. It's yours." It blew my fucking mind that he said exactly what I said I would pay. So he said, "The Ford garage told me it needs a motor." He said, "Just so you know, it needs a motor," like whatever, blah, blah, blah. "Yeah, no problem, buddy." I said, "That's fine." He said, "It does start up, but it runs like dog shit." Okay, cool. So I bought the damn thing from him. I went and bought a brand new battery, took it, threw in it, fired it up. It ran like shit, but I figured, you know what? I'm just going to limp the son of a bitch up the road to the house. And I pull out of there and I kept hearing, you know, a hissing noise. So I said, "Man, there's a vacuum fucked up on this thing somewhere." And I stopped at the gas station, bought a can of starting fluid, put the hood up, and I just started spraying starting fluid around down in there. As soon as I got to the back by the firewall, about the center of the engine, that engine revved up. And I said, "Son of a bitch." So I climbed up on there. I reached down in behind the motor and the firewall, and I could feel a little hose down there that had melted. So I pulled that off, and the overflow hose for the radiator actually was the exact size of hose I needed. So I just clipped a little piece off of that. I put it on that intake down, you know, to between the firewall and the engine. And I put it on there, shut the damn hood, fired the thing up, ran like a brand new fucking car. And we drove that son of a bitch for about 5-6 years, and then sold the thing for, you know, another, you know, like $6,000. So, But, you know, see, that's the line of work I did most of my life was mechanic work. So I can always run into deals on, you know, cars, trucks, you know, boats and shit like that. Anything with an engine. But yeah, Midas touch. Yeah, yeah. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. We'll see what the analytics look like for the night. If the analytics look okay, we'll do a stream tomorrow night. We probably will anyway, but I may cut the stream sort of short tomorrow night so we can put on an E2 extra stream. Because I would really like to put a little bit of attention over there. I'd like to line up a panel for tomorrow night, maybe. So if you would like to, let's put that together for tomorrow night. I really appreciate the donations there, guys. Thank you, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I do appreciate it though. I just kind of, you know, asked the whole donation thing to see if anybody would contribute to the cause, you know, because I see people, you know, donating for dumbasses to do stupid shit and, you know, donating for people whining that they're homeless and stuff. So I just figured I'd see if anybody would contribute towards, you know, this hobby. But, you know, y'all are the only ones that have, and I appreciate it. Now, somebody sent me a Cash App the other night for about $4 or something, $3 or $4. I don't know who it was because it never did pop up the two. But either way, all good. So, oh, it was Patrick. Okay. All right. Well, Patrick, if you're here, thank you. If you're not, thank you. Appreciate it. But we'll see y'all tomorrow.